添い寝屋だよ。いらっしゃいませ。
やっぱりエッチな店じゃん。何そのコスプレ。
Oh, why yes, I would like one massage course, please. Wow, what an episode of Call of the Night. Every single freaking week, I come here and I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. Call of the Night continues to be like one of my favorite anime of the season. And I'm telling you guys, like this anime, we're watching a masterpiece unfold. And anyone who has the pleasure of watching it along with us is being treated and delighted. So let's talk about the most recent episode, episode 5 of Call of the Night. So first off, I already telling you guys, I love the anime. And one of the things that I love the most is I had a ton of questions within like the first 5 minutes of the episode. And I literally wrote some of them down because like, yo, I don't want to forget these questions I have so I can share them with you guys. So I was literally like, and not all of them were answered, but like most of them were answered this episode. And I was like, yes. So literally the questions I had was like, why do vampires even sleep? Who pays the rent at her house or her apartment? How does she make money? How old is she really? And I don't mean like, how old is she like, 400 years as a vampire. I mean, like, how old was she when she turned? Because obviously, I assume vampires, their mentality kind of like probably is all rooted into when they were turned. So I imagine if somebody was like 12 years old, all they had was experience of being 12, and then now like they're forever 12 or something. Could be totally wrong, but I just kind of want to know how old she is. Not her actual like vampire age, but like how old is she really? I assume somewhere between 17 and 25, somewhere around there, give or take, probably in her 20s, when she got turned, or probably close to. And obviously, she's probably way older now. She's probably, who knows how long she's been alive at this point. She still plays PlayStation. You know, that's her main console, and that came out in 96 or 95 in Japan. So, you know, she's at least rooted into 20 years ago when it comes to technology. So we know it's kind of a little bit, you know, I mean, I just kind of want to know. Now, what I thought was amazing is this episode answered all those questions. Who pays the rent? She does. How does she make money? She's a professional cuddler. Like, she was rocking the little nurse outfit and everything. She gives it the massages. And I was like, yes. So she gives that, you know, that comes into how she makes her money. Now, we didn't find out on why she sleeps, really. I assume that the breed of vampire that she is or whatever is just slightly different than the way that we understand it. Typically, I guess vampires do, like, the old school vampires are depicted as they go into their casket, you know, and they sleep during the day or rest during the day. But then in other depictions, like, I don't even know, like, I don't want to say what, Twilight or something. In certain cases, like, there's a lot of media out there to where vampires don't sleep, or they don't have the need to sleep. So, you know, just, I wonder if it's just a need. It's a need. It's just kind of the type of vampire that she is, simply. That's kind of the way it is. But I love that we found out how she made money, what she does for a living, and the fact that she's broke because she's been hanging out with 𝐒𝐻 for so long that this past month that she's been hanging out with him, she's made no money at all. So she's had no customers, which is rectified by later in the episode when she does have a customer show up. I don't know what her name is. I know that they said her name, but essentially she's a 24-year-old publicist, or she works for a publishing company or something, and she came for the massage special. And apparently Nazuna is actually really good at massages. Like, she knows pressure points and temple points and how to release and ligament stuff. Like, she used a bunch of words. I'm like, I don't even know what any of that means, but it sounds awesome. And initially, 𝐒𝐻 was more leaning towards the arousal because he said, I'll have the one massage course, please. So she was going in on him for free. And initially, he was getting aroused a little bit by her positions and stuff, but eventually it turned into a legit massage. And even him, he's like, yo, I'm learning stuff today. And now, obviously, we left off on the episode with him needing to perform a similar massage to one of her customers, and he's being promised now a kiss. If we circle back to kind of earlier in the episode, we also did get the bath scene. We got to see Nazuna's sexiness in the bath, and I love the way that they animate her. Like, they animate her so delicately and so softly, and, you know, from the toe all the way to the head, like, they're very intricate in her design, and love it so much. But we got to see her with the hair down. Totally different Nazuna. She looks gorgeous with her hair down. Totally love it quite a bit. Love how she doesn't have a reflection, and she even said this episode, I freaking laughed on how it makes it difficult for her to like just get ready and style herself because she can't see herself in the mirror. So I was like, okay, that sucks. The other thing that I really loved as well was I love how obviously this isn't just a Call of the Night thing. This is like all of Japan. I love their admiration or their love for baths and bath time, so much so that they have like bathhouses kind of like just all over Japan, which is just a crazy thing that bathing is such a cultural thing. Like I love baths and I love showers and I love cleanliness and all that, but like they take it up to like the 10th level. I'm like, yo, I would love to be in Japan. Like I would totally go to an onsen like at least a couple of times a week, even if I had a bath at home or shower or whatever, I would go to an onsen because like their baths are supposed to have like healing elements into them. They're supposed to make you feel different and refreshed. Like the water isn't just your tap water that's warm. Like there's other elements and chemicals in there that's supposed to make you feel good. So I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I would love to be in Japan and do the onsen stuff. But outside of this being the bath episode, we also did get the Love Hotel as well, because our boy Ko testing the waters, got his blood sucked again. They went to a love hotel, and I love how nothing really happened there, but what we did find out was Nazuna does get his thoughts, or at least his feelings, from drinking his blood. So when she does that action, she does in fact, I don't know if it's memories or feelings, but she does get the feelings that Ko is having. That's why she told him in this episode, you need to feel passion and pain and grief and this. Like, I want to taste all of it. And I was like, God damn, girl, get it. The only thing that I will say that was missing from this episode was more Akira. Like, when Akira doesn't come up, I get a little bit sad. But she's probably going to come back into play, especially when Ko, with Ko, she's very rooted in that. But one thing that this episode did tell me, and it's kind of the last that I'll leave you guys on, is this episode did show us what's to come. As we know now, other characters are going to be self-inserted as customers, and Ko is going to have relations, and I'm not saying like sexual relations, just like, friendly relations, or just like relations in general with these characters that get introduced, starting with this girl who came as a customer today. There's going to be familiarity there now as Ko probably knocks this one out the park and begins helping her with her business, because her freaking apartment has like 5 rooms or bedrooms. Like, it's basically set up as a business already. So that's what I'm saying now. I'm predicting it as more characters are going to be introduced through her business, her cuddling business, massage business, and that's how we're going to get more characters inserted into the anime. Overall, amazing episode. Loved it. If we had to give it a score, 9 out of 10 episode. Freaking fantastic. Thank you guys for being here for another week. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And would you order the massage course? Let me know. See you guys next week.